In the course of the year 2016, we brought to you a story of how a small seed planted in a small corner shop grew to become an oak tree. Now, did you know that the computer village also in Ikeja started with a few shops in a residential area where fairly used computer parts were sold? Today, it has grown to become a community regarded as Africa's largest technology market and also grown beyond the mere computer part sales to the home of all phone types. Right there, we now have phone franchise owners. Value of properties have gone more than tripled. Employment is generated, taxes are paid, government generates heavy revenue. 20 million phones in sales monthly is perhaps a record breaker in every estimate. Call it an industry and you may not be wrong, and that's exactly what this hub has grown to become in a concise location somewhere in the business district of Ikeja, the capital of Lagos State, southwest Nigeria. This is the popular computer village in Ikeja, Lagos, adjudged to be Africa's largest technology market. It conveniently caters for technology users, mobile phone consumers, business professionals, the media, and many more. For the early callers at this market, what you see today wasn't a planned movement from inception. This location was entirely a residential area until later part of 1999 and the early millennia. Starting out as a sales point for computers and accessories, it has clearly grown to become a hub for the sales, both in wholesale and retail for phones of all brands, which of course took flight in 2003 after the GSM phones were introduced in Nigeria.
Sometime around 1996, 97, when some of the landlords here start building some shops in front of their house. People say, okay, this place. Basically, it was the IT people that started, renting shops here. So probably that's why it's been made a computer village. If it was another area, probably like the spare parts people or asbestos people, maybe we'll be seeing computer village here today. But it was the IT people that came in, start selling phones, laptops, modem, and all these stuff. So little by little, people keep joining every day. And in no time, we found out this place just spring up to be a full market.
According to the Bureau of Statistics, the relevance of the market has not gone unnoticed as it contributes about 2% to the national GDP. Just how huge is this community?
Most of the landlords here could not believe what the property is saying now. The building, this is our building. I can remember when my dad built this building, I doubt he would spend more than 25,000 naira there, As of today, the value of the property here today is about 180 million, 200 million. The property has really skyrocketed. What happens is a lot of buildings are being turned into plazas. So anybody that is buying the property will turn it to a plaza, have about 40, 50 shops. And averagely, to rent a shop in the computer village, you're paying like 500,000 naira for a shop.
For a shop?
Yeah, in a year. Okay. So the value of property has really gone up here. It's an advantage for people that want property.
Looking rather rowdy and busy, the acclaimed largest technology market in Africa is now home to major dealers of mobile phones and computers, as well as accessories and host to digital cameras.
The idea, the notion that it's filled with folks who probably couldn't make it elsewhere, who felt there was business here, and that's not true. A lot of us are very educated, a lot of us are very focused, a lot of us believe that, look, this is a place where you need to be because, like we all know, everybody in Nigeria knows this is a landmark. It exists for folks to come here and source what you cannot actually get anywhere.
Indeed, Everything around here feels the impact from the presence of this market that was never planned from inception. Property value has gone up significantly, and that has not also escaped the eagle eye of revenue collectors in Lagos. So that from evading tax and being unwilling to pay, leading to a shutdown of the market twice in 2008, we are told the market now effectively has a continued record of paying tax.
Based on this organization, this Phone and Allied, we liaise with the Lagos State Tax Authority to organize ourselves, and we help them to drive the tax in this market in order to make sure that every person that is here do his civil duties.
Like every business venture, especially with the growth trajectory of the Computer Village, it has some challenges which have been discussed at various fora. For instance, several business dynamics are currently impacting the market. Government policies, which the traders argue are not protecting local investors and original equipment manufacturers, to the latest being foreign exchange.
We are the one, mobile phone and the computer, I think they are the ones suffering it most. Because whatever we are doing is based on dollars. It's not something you will do. There's no transaction in mobile phone and computers that you do with Naira. Or it must be dollar.
One strategy to reduce the pressure for FX is to bring the technology back home. So why has it been so difficult in building the factories here in Nigeria? Why is everybody still in the business of importing finished products?
I tried to bring in one company before. They came in after they finished their studies and they went back. By the time they are planning to come down, this exchange started. So they were confused on how to handle it. And they said, let them wait till see what will happen. That time the dollar was at 120 Naira then. You understand? Dollar was at 20 Naira then. Because to be sincere with you, if it's not because of this dollar issue, personally I could have gone beyond where I am today. It affected me when it was 120, from 120 to 180. That time I was really a victim.
Since it was never a planned market from inception, multiple story buildings have replaced the once residential building. It is really time to think with restructuring and general facelift of the entire space.